Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have everything that I wore in the month of November on my nails. I actually still have the last one on because I ran out of acetone and I've ordered it twice now. And the first time my package got lost in the mail, and then the second time someone stole it. So the good Lord does not want me to take this manicure off, I'm telling you. We'll get there. But if you guys did not watch my nail polish rack at the beginning of November, I only chose minis because I was like, I need to actually use some of these. They never get used. I'm literally like, I can grip everything that I wore in this little fistful. It's a little precarious, but oh, we lost two already. But I did wear 10 polishes in the month of November, which was a lot more than I thought I would get through. Granted, 2 of those were toppers, so like that's a 2 for 1, you know, but it counts, okay? It counts. So I feel like I did it really well in the month of November. I forgot to turn my ring light on. Somehow I don't think that made anything better. Whatever. It's dark and cold and spooky in Michigan, and there's a dog barking outside. So let's get started. So I got my documents. The first thing I wore was on November 1st, I grabbed Cirque's Toadstool and put that on my toes. And I didn't take it off. It's still on my toes because, again, I was running low on acetone and I was like, I don't want to mess with all that. So I need to change it, but like the bright candy apple red, I love a bright candy apple red. There's something so classy about it. I don't exude any semblance of classiness. Like the word classy and me are like 20 miles apart in the dictionary. Like it just doesn't suit me, but I do love that kind of classic old school bright red. My grandfather used to call it whore dog red. Not my granddad. That guy didn't swear, but my mom's dad, who I was really close to growing up, he had some opinions on the red nails and the red lips. So they're growing out. Like there's like a huge gap between like where my toenail starts and where the polish starts. So I need to really get a gallon of acetone. I gotta stop buying these little one-offs. Then on my nails, I was like, we were going to a Halloween party that weekend, and I was like, well, I don't really have anything Halloween-y, and I'm kind of in fall anyways. Like I didn't have anything Halloween-y on my rack. I have tons of Halloween polishes, but I grabbed Ciate's Racing Queen, which I just really wanted to start strong with a topper. So I was like, let me get a cream base, and it's this like really, I think they call it racing green, like or something like that. It's a cool, like classic kind of car color look, like very, I don't know why I associate it with England, like British cars for some reason. But I thought that this would look really good with Cirque's Sunkissed, which is a gold flake topper. I love a gold flake topper. I mean, I love all toppers, that I just don't wear them. But I have like 3 or 4 gold toppers, and a couple of them are like real gold. Maybe just one. The Cleona one that I have is real gold. I don't really need any more. Is that going to stop me? Has it ever? No. But I thought that this golden green looked really, again, classy and elegant together. And apparently I was like, let me be as elegant as possible on my nails and like in no other aspect of my life, because I am a trashy gal. So I really liked it. I like this look. This is definitely something that I would recreate. It's perfect for the holiday season. Those luscious like greens and golds work really well both in November and December, I feel. So I really like that. On the 4th, I grabbed Julep Becky and I changed my nails. And I thought this would be the last manicure I got out of this bottle. But honestly, let me see. The fill line is like just above where my nail is there. I guess there's at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 more manicures left in this. I've used up most of my juleps. I only have like a handful left of what I had. And one sadly was broken. That's the only nail polish I've ever broken. I just thought I would get through this faster. It's very pigeony. It's got like a very pigeony shift to it. I love a pigeon. I don't understand people who hate pigeons. I think they're cute and they're very pretty and like very shimmery. And I swear, dude, if I lived in New York City, I would be one of those rooftop pigeon people for sure. On the 6th, I changed my nails again and I chose Cirque's Citrine, which Love the hollow in this, love the yellow. I just really wanted to wear a nice yellow, and this is a nice kind of like more mustardy tone yellow, which I feel is like my best tone of yellow on me, is those kind of like yellow with like a hint of brown, like just like a drop of brown in it. And so I just really wanted to wear it. I was feeling a pull to it. I love yellow. I just love the color yellow. I know there's so many yellow haters out there. We can't be friends if you don't love the color yellow. It's just like, how can you be mad at a color that's just actively so happy all the time? You can't. Next is another Cirque. I have a lot of Cirques and a lot of Ciates in here because a lot of my minis, actually pretty much all of my minis, came from advent calendars. So that's just the way it goes. But Cirque's Night Fever, I think this was when I was going to my friend's second child. She was turning 1. They were having a birthday party for her. It was Kirby themed. It was really cute. And I just needed something like fun to wear because their older kid, you know, he's always into like the nails and stuff. He's only like 3. He bullied me for having holes in my socks. So I bought more socks. Getting bullied by a 3-year-old. He would not give me money to pay for the socks. Go figure. But this is in my favorite finish by Cirque, where it's like it's got like shimmer and like a hollow dusting in there. And I have a few polishes from this finish from them. It's just so pretty. I didn't think I would like the hollow shimmer in there, but then I jumped on the hollow train recently and now I really like it. I always did like this finish though, especially because they have one, it's called like Succulent or Succulent Garden, and it's like a soft, kind of not mossy, but like very gardeny green. It's got shimmer and hollow in there, and it's so dainty and pretty while still being on that kind of grungier side. So love this finish. I wore that one for a while. So then about a week later on the 16th, I was like, I need to finally wear this Max Factor Fantasy Fire. I'm pretty sure this is like OGUP, which is like, you know, really sought after. I've had it in my collection for about 5 years now and haven't worn it. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'll wear it. I'll see what the hubbub is. And I put it over at Ciate's pool party, which is like this kind of cartoony pool blue. And I put it on and I was like, I don't get it. And after like the first day, I had painted my nails out in my living room where the lighting is not that great. And so I was just like, I don't really get it. But over the course of several days, as I was wearing it, I started seeing it in a bunch of different lights and from a bunch of different angles. And like, so it looks kind of reddish shimmer head on, but at more extreme angles, it's this really vibrant, bright green. And I started seeing that combo of that red and green shimmer, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. I do really like this. This is not one that will leave my collection. So unfortunately, I like the UP, which I would never pay exorbitant prices for this because I feel like there's a lot of shimmers out there nowadays that look very similar to this, even if it's not like an exact one-for-one dupe. But I can see why people went so nuts for this when it was at its height of popularity. On the 23rd, I had to like paint my nails really quick for something. I can't remember why, but I was like, all right, I'll just grab a cream. And I grabbed Static Nails Sage, and I'm like obsessed with these little tube bottles. I don't know why. They're not easy to use necessarily. I just think they're kind of aesthetic. And this one has like severe ugly bottle syndrome. I don't know if you guys can see like that weird pigment separation, but I mixed it up and it worked fine. And it was just like that perfect kind of army sage green. And I forgot how much I do enjoy just wearing a plain cream because I've been so into just fun finishes these past couple of years that I just haven't really pulled out a basic cream, and I feel like I'm missing out. One thing though about just a basic cream is it really shows off all the flaws in your nails, and my nails currently are peeling and dry and raggedy and so you could really see all the imperfections on my nails, and I was like, I need to oil more, which it's like I was so good about oiling this summer, and then once it hit the actual season where oiling is the most pertinent, I was like, who needs it? I have oil stashed all over my home, at my desk in my office, in my car, in my bag. I have it everywhere. Why don't I use it? And then the last polish I wore, which is what I'm wearing now, is Cirque's Alter Ego. I thought this would be like a good Thanksgiving polish. We just went to my parents' for Thanksgiving. My mom made Waldorf salad. The guy who invented that, he was on something, because that's a weird salad. But anyways, I am not so sure how I feel about this one. I don't know if it's like a series of just bad lighting or if it's just not the best hollow in the polish, but I feel like the hollow is not pulling through the black in the way that I want, except for in like very specific lighting and angles. And it's just not as rainbowy as like other, like, I mean, the hollow in Citrine was great. I felt like I could see it all over the place. So I don't know if it's the black base isn't as pertinent to, it's not as good for the hollow, but I feel like I have other black hollows. Like I have the one from Hollow Taco from their like first hollow linear hollow collection that that one was really nice, but I guess it's not like as deep of a black as this one. It was leaning a little bit more slate, kind of had a blue purpley undertone to it. So I don't know. Some expert can tell me, but I really need to take this off. Like, look how trashy my nails look right now. It's always my pointer finger and my right thumb. I'm right-handed, so like this is what I'm always doing. I'm doing something like this all the time, apparently, because I'm always chipping these two first, and then everything else follows later. And then the other fingers just have quite a bit of tip wear. I don't know if you can see, but I've been wearing it since the 26th. It's the 4th when I'm filming this, so that's 8 days, which for me, that's pretty good wear time, honestly. I need to change them, but like I said, no acetone. I need to go buy some. Rob usually does all the grocery shopping. He's so sweet. But I would probably not ask him to pick up acetone because I just feel like that would be too complicated. It's not that he's like dumb. I just feel like there's like so many options and I know exactly what I need when I see it, but I don't know how to be like, get this one. I don't know why. Anyways, I need to go to Sally Beauty and just buy the gallon because I gotta stop buying these little ones. So my plans for December, I've decided I'm not going to do a December rack. Not because I don't want to, but because it's just like, it's already the 4th and I still haven't painted my nails for December. Like, come on. It's just gonna be so busy in December and I don't want to pressure myself. We have the holidays coming up. I have, like this weekend, I'm going to a virtual retreat, which is like a virtual like cross stitch retreat where you just kind of like basically go online and stitch in front of your iPad with people. So that's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got, family Christmases and I'm gonna like have a lot of busyness at work leading up to Christmas because we get 2 weeks off for the Christmas and New Year's holidays, which is nice, but you have to, really get all your ducks in a row beforehand so you don't have to work over the holiday. And Rob and I have some plans. We're going to go to, if you guys are from Michigan, you probably know like Greenfield Village and the Henry Ford Museum, but Greenfield Village is this like old-timey village, and every year around Christmas they do this thing called Holiday Nights, which it's like you get to go and they have like an old-timey Christmas village and you can drink like mulled wine and eat food and, see people who are like in character, just like walking, they're like character actors. So we're going to do that. And we might go to Frankenmuth as well, which is where we got engaged, and just spend a night there because we got engaged around the end of December. So a couple of years ago. Also, I need to deep clean my entire apartment before my break starts so that I don't feel like I have to do anything over break because I want to like just relax. Also, I have 2 collections that I need to swatch. There's a lot going on, but I do have polishes in mind specifically that I know I want to wear. Mainly Celebrity by China Glaze, which is like one that I like to wear every holiday season because it looks like AstroTurf, but also an artificial Christmas tree. It's just like a staple at this point for me. I want to wear probably Favorite Sister by Hollow Taco because it's very Christmassy red. and it just reminds me of gift wrap. But I also, like, probably my Christmas Day polish, I want to wear Candy Cane Cutie by Plus Life Lacquer. It's this really fun pink that has like this look of like crushed candy cane in it, and that one's really fun. And just, it's that very like retro, whimsical, like pink and teal Christmassy kind of vibe. So I know what direction I want to go in. I'm sure I'll sprinkle a couple more in there if I can fit them in, but those are the three main ones that I'm like, I must wear these. But yeah, if you're looking for a December rack, you won't see it, but I will be back in January to be doing a lot more fun nail polish racks. I have some ideas for different themes this year for each month, like how I did the mini mani month, which I think one thing that I learned from this is like minis are so annoying to use, but I'm going to try and incorporate at least one or two in every monthly rack going forward, just so that I get some more use out of them, because I don't want them to just like sit and go to waste in my drawer. So anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys had a great holiday. If you celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you did not have to eat Waldorf salad. I didn't eat it. Rob ate it. He said it was fine. I don't believe him. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.